All right, I have three more examples that I want to go over as we sort of begin to explain chain rule here. The first one is y equals ln of 8x. Now, before I ask you to do this, I'm going to remind you that if y equals, if y equals ln of x, the derivative, y prime, is equal to 1 over x. So if I had y equals ln of, the derivative would be 1 over of. So hopefully that helps you see. Maybe give this a pause and see if you can do it. Okay, so you should actually just get 1 over x. Let me show you how we get that. So the inner derivative is 8. That's the derivative of the 8x. And the derivative of ln of, as I talked about over here, is 1 over of. So I get y, I should write y prime equals 8, that's my chain rule, times 1 over, and then it's 1 over whatever is being taken, whatever the ln is being taken of, right? Whatever's inside of the ln. So I get an 8x like that, which simplifies to 8 over 8x, and those cancel or divide out and just give me 1 over x. It's a little weird, but it's the way it works, and I could explain why later on once we start talking about logs a lot. Okay, so that was example 11, actually. So let's do two more. Let's try y, example 12. Y equals ln of x to the fourth. See if you can figure out the derivative of this one. If you understood what I did on the last one, you could do the same kind of cancellation. Okay, here comes the answer. The answer should be 4 over x. Let me show you where that comes from. If I derive this, I get my chain rule, y prime, equals, well, that's 4x cubed is the derivative of the innards. That's the derivative of this thing. Times 1 over. The 1 over is whatever's inside of the ln. So that actually gives me x to the fourth, which I could write as 4x cubed over x to the fourth. There are 3 of these. They will cancel with all but the last one of those, so I can cross them out like that, which gives me 4 over x. Let's do one more. Example, 13. So this one, I'm going to do y equals ln cubed of x. Think about what we did with the sine squared or sine whatever, sine to the fourth to the fifth. What do we do with that one? We're going to do the same thing with this one. So go ahead, hit pause, give it a shot. Okay. Think you should get 3 ln squared of x all over x. Let me show you where that comes from. Y prime equals. All right, actually, before I do that, I want to rewrite it. Come on. So y equals bracket ln x, close bracket, cubed. So you should see that the natural log here is actually the piece that is the inner part of the function. And the outer function is a cubed power rule. So my y prime is, what's the derivative of the ln of x? Well, since that one just has an x, it's just one of these, right? So it is 1 over x times, and then I do power rule on the outer shell of that thing. So 3 squared. Now what goes in there? This thing. So I get an ln of x. So what do I get? Well, I'll write 3 over x times ln squared of x. And then you could leave it like that, or I kind of like writing it as 3 ln squared x all over x. Either one of those is totally perfect. That's the end. That's all. Hopefully you're feeling good with chain rule.